Today I'm going to show you how to make a really beautiful beach themed tray using seashells and resin. And first I mix my epoxy resin in equal parts A and B. It just depends on what type of resin you're using. Just follow the directions. Each of these cups has 8 ounces of resin in them. And I really like the cups I'm using because it actually has the little measurements on the side. It makes it easier to mix your resin up. Once it's mixed, go ahead and add your mica powder into one of the cups. This color is a blue-green mica powder. And just mix it up until there's not any clumps left. We're going to use the other cup just as it is. We're going to leave it to be clear. That's how you can see the seashells in the tray at the end. So you can see it can take a little bit to get all that mica powder worked in. I used a lot of mica powder, but even with that, there's still kind of a see-through look in the finished product, which is what I wanted because it made it look like the sea, and it's really pretty. And it has a lot of details. Once you hold it up to the light, it's really beautiful. Now I'm adding a lot of this glitter. This is called crystal diamond glitter, but any type of white sparkly glitter would do. You could do other types of glitter, but I really like the way this looked in the end. So you can just do whatever your preference is. So we're mixing that in really well. And I have this tray mold, which it's not too big, but it's perfect if you're using it for like jewelry or like cosmetics or something like that. Or anything decorative really. Or say like you have a beach house or something, it'd be really pretty in it. Or just for summertime. I have all of these things I'm using linked in my description if you're wanting the materials that I used. So you're going to start by going right around the edges with the blue-green resin. And you're going to do it very gently, making sure it gets all the way down into the mold because that's the edges of your tray. This mold's really nice. I haven't ever had any issues with air bubbles along the top, which is wonderful because some molds you do get that issue. This works really well and you get a nice thick edge. The reason we're doing it this way is because we're going to put the clear resin in the middle and add our seashells on there so you can see them in the finished product. If you hear my dog barking in the background, I apologize. He barks at every car that goes by. All right, so this is the clear resin and we're going to just pour it right on top, and you're going to sort of work it into the edges very gently and see how it's pushing the blue back. You want that to happen because it's going to give your tray a little bit more dimension and have a really pretty result. So before your tray is completely full, you need to stop because we're going to add our seashells and then add more clear resin on at the end. So this, I got a huge thing of them. They're really neat. It's a huge thing of seashells. And it says Panda Hall Elite Craft Seashells. So I've used these in so many projects and I still haven't run out. They last a really long time. Now I did put a lot of them on this tray, so it used a lot more than I usually do, but they are really nice for so many different resin projects. And they're little. You can use them in your earring crafts. I highly recommend them. So you put those on there and I'm going to try to push them down slightly to make sure they're getting into that resin. Because from the lip of that mold to the top, there isn't a lot of room. So there's just barely enough room to cover your seashells. Then go ahead and pour a lot more of your clear resin on top just until it's filled up. And try not to overfill on that top edge there. So we're going to go ahead and continue doing that. And then it always helps when I get like down to eye level with the mold. You can kind of tell better whether it's, especially when you're using clear resin, whether you're getting ready to overfill it or not, because you don't want to overfill it. It will make a big mess. And these are great as gifts. And like my children's teachers, I love giving these as gifts because they make a good base. And then I'll add like a candle, because I make candles too, and like soaps and any of the keychains and jewelry that I make, I'll add that on top of the tray. It makes a really great gift. And it's kind of unique, and the kids always love to tell the teachers that their mom made it for them. So this is after leaving the resin set overnight. You can come back and get this out of the mold. So it is a little difficult to get it started and to get the edges off, but once you do, you can just peel the rest back. You can see where I'm struggling slightly right there. And then you take the mold off and see how it's sort of see-through in places, and then it has a little bit of the mix, and look at that pretty, it's just a pretty pattern it made along with the seashells. Definitely great for summer, and I really love how it turned out. I have a lot more videos on my channel, so please like and subscribe and let me know how you like it. Have a great day.